Left, right, center. Don't cause a mess. Pick the correct lane and you'll impress. Choose it right, avoid the stress. Smooth moves only, that's driving success. Alright, enough rhymes. This video is about lane selection, one of the most important skills for safe, confident driving. We'll cover turn lanes, including the shared center turn lane. If there isn't a turn lane, we'll show you how to handle that too. And finally, we'll walk through the correct lane to end up in after you've made your turn. First up, turn lanes. They're the easiest to understand. Left turn lanes are for left turns and right turn lanes are for right turns. So how do you spot them? Look for the solid white lines separating the lane, painted arrows on the pavement showing which way the lane goes, and sometimes even signs on the traffic lights above that tell you the lane's purpose. Before you move over, always signal, check your mirrors, and look over your shoulder. That quick check ensures nobody is in your blind spot, because there could be if another driver tries to sneak by you by cutting into your lane early. And remember, if there's a turn lane, you must use it. Don't make your turn from any other lane. Next, let's talk about a special kind of turn lane, the shared center turn lane. You'll spot this one right in the middle of the road. It's marked with solid yellow lines on the outside and dashed yellow lines on the inside. And you'll usually see arrows painted on the pavement pointing left in both directions. This lane has one purpose. It's for making left turns only. It's not a place to merge into traffic or cruise down the road. Because drivers from both directions can use it, you'll need to be extra careful. Always check ahead to make sure no one else is pulling in from the other side. And remember, you must yield to oncoming traffic before completing the turn. Shared center turn lanes give you a space to wait until traffic clears, so you can finish your left turn without holding up cars behind you. Now, of course, not every road has a turn lane. I guess if there isn't a designated turn lane, we can just turn from wherever we want. Nope. If there isn't a right turn lane, you still need to move your car all the way over to the right side before turning. By getting to the right edge, you show other drivers what you're about to do, and give the cars behind you room to keep going straight. If there's a bike lane, merge into it as you prepare to turn, but always check and yield to any cyclist first. And what about left turns with no left turn lane? If there's a center line, you set up just to the right of it. If there's no line, imagine one down the middle of the road and position your car just to the right of that. On two-way streets, this keeps you from drifting into the path of cars coming the other way. Positioning yourself correctly makes your turn safer and keeps traffic moving smoothly. Now let's talk about lane selection while you're actually making the turn. One of the most common mistakes is cutting the corner too short. To avoid this, drive straight ahead until you're out far enough to make the turn safely. That keeps your back tires from clipping the curb and prevents you from drifting into the lane of another car. The opposite mistake is swinging too wide. Going out too far can put you in the wrong lane, which is dangerous if there's oncoming traffic or another car turning at the same time. On some intersections, you'll see dotted white lines painted through the turn. These are there to guide you. Follow them and you'll naturally end up in the correct lane. Speaking of ending up in the correct lane, this is where a lot of new drivers slip up. When you make a right turn, you must turn into the through lane closest to the curb. That means if there are multiple lanes going your direction, you don't get to pick whichever one you like. You have to land in the first lane next to the curb. When you make a left turn, you must turn into the through lane closest to the center line. And sometimes you'll see two left turn lanes. In that case, each driver has to stay in their own lane all the way through the turn. The inside lane must go into the through lane by the center line, and the outside lane must go into the next lane over. These rules keep traffic organized and prevent cars from crisscrossing into each other during the turn. If you swing into the wrong lane, you could cut off another driver or even place yourself in front of oncoming traffic. And here's something to remember. Many drivers on the road don't choose the correct lane. Expect the unexpected and protect your space. Lane selection might seem simple, but it's one of the most important skills you'll use every time you drive. Know how to spot turn lanes, use shared center turn lanes correctly, move over when no lane is provided, and always finish your turn in the proper through lane. Get these habits down now, and you'll make every turn safer, smoother, and more predictable.